This is how you use PowerSchool. First, open up your web browser. I'm going to use Google. And then type in powerSchool.sanger.k12.ca.us. That will take you to this sign-in page for parents. If you've never signed in before and this is your first time, you will have to create an account. Creating an account is not that difficult. You just enter your first name, your last name, your email address, whatever you want your username to be. So maybe, and a password. So you get to choose this. It will let you know based on what you enter how strong your password is. Once you choose a password, you come down here and you can link students to your account. So if you have more than one student in Sanger Unified, you would enter both their names. Their access ID number is essentially their Sanger Unified ID number with some numbers usually added afterwards. And I have all of the access ID numbers for parents who are interested. Their access password is also something I have access to if you're confused about it, or if you need to see it for the first time, or you need to be reminded of it. And then you can choose if you're their father, mother, etc., etc. Okay, and you click enter. That would allow you to sign in for the first time using this box, using your username and your password. So I have this fictitious username that I'm going to use and this fictitious password. Then I would just use my name and password to sign in. That would take me to the grades and attendance history of this fictitious student. So this student has a fictitious schedule, she has fictitious grades, and they're all right there listed by class period and by period 1 and semester grading. So P1 and P2 stand for grading period 1 and grading period 2, and then S1 is the final grade for the full semester. Semester 2 grades are the current up-to-date grades in the grade books of the teachers right now. And then attendance information, absences, and tardies is also listed, so you can keep an eye on that as well. From here, you can also click on the individual grade history for each class. So this is my class. I could, if I'm interested in this student's performance in my class, I could click here. And that would pull up, that would allow me to email the teacher. That's not what I wanted. If I click on the grade for semester 2, that would allow me to pull up the list of all the specific assignments for my class, the due dates, the categories, and the scores to see. So this student has A's and B's on most of their assignments. And here's one that they got a C on. So now I can see as a parent what her lowest grade is and what I could ask her to make up with the teacher. That's pretty much it. There's other information here like grade history that shows all past courses like a transcript. Attendance history, which has the same effect. It shows any absences or tardies. Like here's an illness that pops up for each period. So you can see attendance. There's also teacher comments. So anytime there's been a teacher comment, it would show up here. And school bulletin would pop up, but we don't really update that. And also my calendars, which is for class assignments with scores and final grades. You could subscribe to both of those, which would be a personal desktop calendar application. If you have iCalendar or a personal desktop calendar, then you could get these alerts for when grades update by subscribing. That's pretty much how PowerSchool works. If you have questions about your students' login information, just let me know and I'll get it for you. Thank you. Bye.